Okay, this is general survey of the books I'm going to review. We're reviewing these a little at a time. This is the Spirit of Ecstasy, doing book reviews. Okay, we have Physics for Scientists and Engineers, Atlas of General Surgery, and we have this book right here is Lippincott's Nursing Handbook, and then Textbook of Veterinary Internal Medicine, Textbook of Veterinary Internal Medicine, Volume 2, Volume 1 and 2, Oxford Textbook of Clinical Nephrology, College Physics, Textbook of Surgery, the Biological Basis of Modern Surgical Practice. That's by Sabiston, Sabiston, put out by Townsend Publishers. And then Principles of Physics, Survey and Jewett, Color Atlas of Anatomy, Color Atlas of Anatomy by Rohan Yokochi, Merritt's Textbook of Neurology by Roland, Victor Roper, Principles of Neurology, Adams and Victor's Principles of Neurology by Victor and Roper, Principles of Geriatric Medicine and Gerontology, Textbook of Veterinary Medicine, Volume 2, Cons. See, sure I got that in the picture. Yes. Okay, yeah, there's veterinary. Cons Current Therapy. Cons Current Therapy by Bope, B-O-P-E, and Kellerman. Pathophysiology, Clinical Concepts of Disease Processes, Price Wilson. Heart Disease, Brunwald, Zaps, and Libby, a textbook of cardiovascular medicine, put out by Saunders Publishers. That one puts out most of the good medical books. Surgical Diseases of the Pancreas. Let me read this down some. Some of these titles are really easy to read, and others are just difficult to read. From from a camera viewpoint, to get a picture where they can be read. Surgical Diseases of the Pancreas. Merck Manual of Medical Information. That Surgical Diseases of the Pancreas is edited by Howard. There's Yuki, Ishay, and Prince. Put out by Williams and Wilkins Publishers. They're good medical publishers. And then, let's see, which direction? Okay. We have Mosby's Dictionary of Medicine, Nursing, and Health Professions, put out by Mosby Publishers. And then we have the American Osteopathic Association's book on Foundations for Osteopathic Medicine. And then we have acute renal failure put out by Brenner and Lazarus, and publishers are Churchill and Livingston. I'll get all these ISBNs later. And then here's a real good book on neuroscience, put out by Bear, or it's edited by Bears, Connors, and Paradiso. Neuroscience Exploring the Brain. That's the Williams and Wilkins publishers. And then here's Molecular Basis of Cardiovascular Disease, a companion to Brunwald's Heart Disease, put out by Chin. Yeah, there it is. It's in there. Okay, and then Applied Therapeutics, the Clinical Use of Drugs, 8th edition. I have so many books I can't even, I have to be able to have them on the video so that I can continue to remember what all I have so I can plan my various lessons and studies. Okay, CODA, this is Applied Therapeutics by the Clinical Use, Applied Therapeutics, the Clinical Use of Drugs by CODA, Kimball, Young, Cradian, Guglielmo, Guglielmo, Aldridge, and Corelli, 8th edition. And let me see if I can get some of these up here in the picture. I don't know. I can get those in the picture. Yeah, let me move them up a little here where I can put them in there. I believe they must be in there now. Urinalysis and Body Fluids, a textbook of urinalysis and body fluids by Ross and Neely. Brady's book by Birdseye, Bledsoe, Clayton, and Papa. Pre-hospital emergency pharmacology, put out by Prentice Hall. And then there's some books in print titles and so forth. And then over here we have, oh boy. I have to turn this stuff, I'm going to have to turn this stuff around here. Been moving stuff around in here. Okay, we have this real good book, Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon, The Real War, national bestseller. That's a very, very good book on politics and presidential leadership. And this is a very, very good book, which I usually keep right on my desk, except I've got so many good books there. I've got Getting into the Vortex and Ernest Holmes' Science of the Mind, all those, and this one was right there with it too, but had to be moved for some reason or another. It's A Course in Miracles which is a text in a workbook. It has the text of A Course in Miracles in it, but it also has a workbook for students and it has a manual for teachers, all in 3 in 1. It's from the Foundation for Inner Peace. And I'm going to be reviewing that real good because that's a very wonderful book. And this one, I don't know if we can see the title of that or not. And then Concise Gray's Anatomy. I have the unabridged one, but this is a concise one just because it's just a smaller book. Concise Gray's Anatomy. And here's a Gray's Pocket Anatomy, the Dissecting Room Companion. by Charles H. Leonard, M.D., and foreword by Isaac Asimov, a concise guide to the human body in depth and detail with 200 illustrations from the classic Gray's Anatomy, more than 90 in color, 90 illustrations in color. And then Essentials of Nuclear Medicine Imaging, Fred A. Mettler Jr., Milton J. Guiberteau, Guiberteau, Essentials of Nuclear Medicine. And the publishers of that are, I'll get the publishers of that when I review it and in depth. And the language, the Dictionary of Languages, that's very good. That covers a whole lot of different languages. Definitive reference to more than 400 languages. That's Andrew Dalby, D-A-L-B-Y. And the Dictionary of True Etymology. I like all this etymology. I really dig that etymologies and the understanding of where words come from and so forth. It's Adrian Room Dictionary of True Etymology. Helps you doing word studies. And then this one, I just love language and linguistics. This is the Concise Dictionary of 26 Languages in Simultaneous Translation. English, French, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, Romanian, German, Dutch, Swedish, Danish, Norwegian, Polish, Czech, Serbo-Croatian, Hungarian, Finnish, Turkish, Indonesian, Swahili, plus Swahili and Esperanto, transliterated the Roman spelling of Russian, Greek, Arabic, Hebrew, and Yiddish, and Japanese. Compiled by Peter M. Bergman and put out by Avenel, A-V-E-N-L Publishers. And let's see. I'm up to 12 minutes. And if that didn't cut me off. Alright. Gray's Anatomy. Oh, this is very good. This one is a very good book. One of the best that you can get. And they come in these 36 and 37, 38th editions and 35th editions. Gray's, it's a British 36. This one here is a 36 British edition by Williams and Warwick Publishers. Or by Williams and Warwick and put out by Saunders. Saunders is your real medical book house. And this is a Gray's Anatomy, Gray's British edition of Gray's Anatomy, which has some things that the other American edition don't have. That's good neurological section. And then Brenner and I really get into this. This is really detailed on the kidney. Gives you everything you need to know. Brenner and Rector's The Kidney, edited by Barry M. Brenner. And then I have Volume 1 and Volume 2. That's again put out by Saunders. And then here's your general PDR, your Physician Desk Reference, 65th edition. That one's 2011, the PDR. And let's see where I'm at here. That's called off here pretty soon. And then I got the German Dictionary and Pathology and Cell Biology, Saunders Manual of Clinical Laboratory Science, French and Russian, and all that. And just kind of go around here real quick. And I'm going to have to. Here's these and then those. And I'll have to get the rest of them later. All right, that's got me part of the survey, and we will get back on it in the next video, and we'll eventually do a full review of each of those and give you a really in-depth understanding of them.